Good morning, good afternoon everyone. Today is a nice Sunday. I'm around my home areas and I want to take you to one of my happiest places where I like to chill and meditate about one or two things. So before I take you to that, there is a video I did of one of the happiest places. I did that video, you can check on that. And there is, I'm doing this video in my happy places. So, and in this video today, that place is very unique. So this area of recent days has had churches. There are churches here where people do serious worship, like the one behind me. Today being a Sunday, there are people there worshiping, they are praying, and they are asking God to hear their plea, which is a nice thing. So this area, around this area, there are churches. They are coming up, and there is also room for many more other churches. So that's where I'm headed. This is one of them, and it's called what? Ngata PG Church. Ngata PG Church is one of the churches in this area. It's just adjacent to the highway. Yeah, and it's a serious church where people pray and seek divine intervention from the deity. So that is very, very important. As you can hear, there are people praying and offering their worship sacrifices. And over there are kids who are being taught Sunday school, the ways of the Lord, on how to fear the Lord, on how to go about the activities as they grow. So I want to go to other places because it's midday. So as I was saying, you can see there are kids who are in Sunday school. Yeah, they are being taught the ways of the Lord. So I want to rush to those other places so that you can see how many churches are there, what activities are there, and the area in general, before I show you my happy place and maybe conclude the video. This is the second. I did the first video, the place I showed you can check on that video, and this one. So I'm just today being an easy Sunday, I'm just walking around my neighborhood, showing you the development, and who knows, this area being a church area, maybe your church is looking for a space. You can come and build a church here. It's good when people come and worship together in this area. So I'm along the highway. That direction you go to Eldoret, and behind me you are coming from Nakuru or Nairobi. This place is Ngata. So without further ado, let me rush, show you the area. The video will be short, show you the churches around there, how the area looks like, and then I share one or two inspiration before I conclude the video. See you on the other side. So this is another church around the same locality, not very far away, like 500 meters from the church I attended. So this is one of the churches in this area, and not far away from the main highway. Yeah, this area, there are many churches, which is a good thing. And there are also other churches there, and many more are coming up. You can see, I'll be showing you shortly the Anglican Church of Kenya, ECK, Ngata Parish. That's where I'm headed. And there's also another one there called AIC, Greater View Ngata. So, yeah, they make Sundays to be lively in this place. And it's good when people come and worship. Life has so many challenges. So my video cannot be heard clearly. So let me go show you other areas, those places, the churches around there, before I meditate on that place I'm talking. So behind me you can see there are several parcels of land with maize plantations. Very big tracts of land which are ready to be occupied with the churches. Since this not only churches, even residential areas, but it has seemed that as fate has it, this place has been earmarked for churches. But even can be used for residential areas like this one in front of me. There's a private residency in this place, but here we are. So this is one of the churches. It's a big church in this area, ACK St. Peter's. A very welcomed church with serious worshippers there. You can see even vehicles. People come with their families in a very nice environment for worship. Very quiet, very green, as you can see. So I might be tempted to join one of these churches, including this church, as you can see, so that I can also become a worshipper since it is in our neighborhood. Yeah. It's a nice place, very green, for someone to have a church. So this one is called ACK St. Peter's Ngata. So it's one of the churches. You can see even the fence. There is this lovely pink flowers. Wow, they look so lovely, don't they? They look so lovely, these flowers. I should have like these ones in my compound there. So yeah, so children are out playing, as you can see. Children are out playing, since it's maybe church hours are over. I came a bit late, so worship are allowed, people, committees consulting, there are children praying. You can see the vehicles there, and this is how generally this area looks like. So in this area, in one of the places where I come and sit down and meditate, or when I want to unwind. So the place offers an ambient place out of the city, no noise, no disturbances, etc., etc. So as you can see, it's one of the churches in this area. So as I said, there are committees out there. You can see those people there in uniform discussing about the welfare of the church, one or two things regarding the church itself. So wow, so this area is it's a nice area. As you can see, there is also very green, a very green area. Even you can see the road, this walking path here is undisturbed. As you can see behind me, there are no many activities. There is land here. I guess one of the churches should buy this land and build another church. This area should be a church area, from one church to another. Yeah, maybe one of the churches should buy and build here. PCA. Look at the churches in Kenya. Catholic, there is a big Catholic there, down there, or any other church you can build, and you can come and make this place to be a church area, to be a worshiping area. One church here, another one there, another one there. So I'll walk around showing you the other area or the church from the other angle. But yeah, this area, you're just near to the road, but you feel that village vibe, that village appearance. You can. I'm not very far away from Nakuru city, but someone can think that I am far away, deep into the interior. As you can see, so around these churches there are maize plantations. So I said in the other video, in this locality, we are expecting to have bamba harvest. The rains has been graceful to this area this year. You can see, we are expecting to have bamba harvest. So the main highway, Nakuru highway, is not very far from here. It's just like 500 meters from where I'm standing. So even this area is one of a fine area for someone to live. If you build a house here, there are churches, it's quiet, people don't like noise, very private for your for all your endeavors, and there are also plots. There are plenty of plots here that are being sold. So I don't know if there are other churches who have already purchased the pieces of land around here, or the plots, or the pieces of land are for residential places. So yeah, that's it. So I'll walk around, go and show you. This video will not be long. I'll walk around, show you this area and see how the crops are doing out there. There's one final church I want to show you in front there before I come here to my place, share one or two thoughts before I conclude the video. Yeah, so so yeah, this is generally the area. So here we are. So this is the place where I like to come and sit in a happy place and be disturbed and plan about one or two things. Down here is one of my happiest places. I come and sit. I normally come and sit down here. Also read a book, meditate, pray, and also contemplate about one or two issues. You can see why this area, because it's very quiet, minimal activity from people or animals. The place is undisturbed, the place is private, and great things happen when I come to this place. It's not very far away from home. Sometimes I like going away from home, come here. One of the places near home, there is another place I showed you the other day, and do what and meditate. I don't know if this routine can work for you. You know, people are different, we have different personalities, so there are people who have different things to unwind or to rejuvenate their minds. But for me personally, sometimes I can sit alone quietly, meditate, contemplate about one or two issues, process how the day or the week has been before I go back feeling rejuvenated and fresh in mind. So let me show you there is also another church here. Yeah, there is also another church here before I do what, before I come to that happy place, share one or two thoughts. You know, I like sharing one or two thoughts before I conclude the video. So yeah, so this one of the churches, it's an humble church. It was not built long ago, it was just built the other day. You can see here, AIC, Creator View, AIC Creator View. So people are, it's midday, so people are heading home. And so far so good in this area. There are about 4 churches, as you can see. And there's also the other one here. You see, the main one, the big one, very well organized, as you can see. Those are worshippers. And refreshments are being shared to worshippers. And as I said, yeah, this church is very, very, very organized. So as you can see, ACK, Anglican Church of Kenya, and you can see there is parcels of land here, a lot of them, like this one, for ready for use. I don't know if it's on sale or not, but this is a parcel of land. There is another one. There is a lot actually in this area, and there is also private residences there. As you can see, there is someone building. As you can see in the middle of this video, there is someone building a nice mansionette, hidden roof down there. So this is one of the areas. So I'll just walk around before I go back to that place I was telling you about, contemplate about one or two things before I conclude the video. You can see they are all manners of vehicles. There is a nice vehicle there, a Range Rover. So it's a serious place of worship. People, what a nice thing to come with your family. You park your vehicle, you worship, you feel spiritually nourished before you head home. So I really like these flowers, these pinkish flowers along the compound of this church. So so generally this is how this place look like, and this is there are maize plantations in here, going to the other area. There is plenty of land here. If you're in Nakuru and you want to live few kilometers away from the city, but accessing the city, this is the area you should live. The area is quiet, the area is private. So I think I'll let me return to that area before I share you one or two thoughts about what I've learned so far so good in that happy place of mine before I conclude the video. Here we are. I've done a brief tour of the churches around this area, and for you who's watching this video, if you want to your church, you can come and join these other faithfuls around this area. You build your church and you offer your sacrifice of worship to the Lord Almighty. So if I can turn around to 60 degrees, you can see this area. It gives a rural vibe, an interior vibe, a village vibe, a nice village, a quiet place to live and also to worship. As you can see around there are buildings, there are people, serious residential houses along that other end there. So but this area so far so good, as many residential estates rather than areas about some 2 to 3 churches. So as I was saying, this is one of a place where I come to sit and rejuvenate. So, and some of you can ask why come and in this lonely place, an interior place, to rejuvenate, sit alone. What I'd like to say is that you can be lonely, but spending time alone doesn't mean you are lonely. You have yourself. If you know yourself, you can have yourself. You're never lonely. There are people who can be in a room or in a house full of people, but they are lonely. They don't fit into the vibe. They don't resonate with the people, or maybe they don't fit with that clique of people. So, and some of the wisest person or wise people, they like spending time alone. Alone, not being lonely or antisocial, but you can spend time alone to think about some issue, square some issue, and think about tomorrow or the areas you need to improve about your life. Or you can just sit in an area and process how the month has been. For example, like now we are in July, the beginning of July, you can plan your month, you can plan how the year, mid-year, you can plan how the year has been, where you need to improve, where you need to put some more effort, or what you need to do, so you can process through the year, through the days, through the months, and also some other issues that might be affecting you. Remember, life is a journey. There are ups and downs. There are some good days, there are some bad days. So this is a place where I like to come, especially on Sundays. I don't know if because of the worship atmosphere that's in this area. So I'm one of the worshipers in these churches. So sometimes I like coming here and enjoy the ambience. So what I want to take you home is that you can be alone, but you are never lonely. But you can be in the midst of people, but you are as lonely as can be. So that's a take I want you to take home today. And also there is something we call here in Kenya kujita mkutano, and in English it means doing what, calling yourself to a meeting, where you just ask yourself some question. You become the chairman, you become the audience, and you become the secretary. You ask yourself about one or two issues in every sphere of your life. You find question, you ask deep questions, you meditate, and also some issues which need spiritual interference. You pray, you ask for divine intervention from the deity, from God. And from that you can find yourself living a very fulfilling life, a very life which has results according to your desires and ambition. So thank you very much, guys. This video, I know it's very short, but you have seen the area. It's a nice area. It's an area of interest for the people who like quietness, tranquility. This is the area. I believe some of the lands here are being sold, or maybe you have a big church and you want to set your branches. This is the place to set. I remember we are just 10 kilometers from Nakuru, or 15. So you can set a branch. You can see there is CK, there is AIC, there is a church called there, Nita, there is the other one where I began called the PAG. You can also bring a church in this area. And yeah, the churches are full, as you can see. The churches are full. So even yours will be full because people like worshiping their God. Majority of people like worshiping God and having a one-on-one intervention with the dead. So this is one of my happy area. I was telling you, it's a simple place, nothing fancy, but I really find peace of mind and answers to one or two things about my life. So guys, we are building this channel. Subscribe, give the video a like, and you can also comment. Thank you very much. I'd like to conclude the video this juncture. See you on the next vlogs. Bye bye.